Baton Rouge Green is a local nonprofit 501c3. We were formed in 1987 to help preserve our urban canopy and hopefully even grow it in some cases. We work with all kinds of partners across the community and the state actually to preserve and sustain our community trees and green spaces. Today, Baton Rouge Green is out at Clegg's Nursery on Segan Lane, and this is our annual Tree Spree event where we work together with the folks at Clegg's to bring out a whole host of species that we would really like to see people putting in their yards in Baton Rouge.
We really just want to have a conversation. That's the first thing we want to do, is facilitate a conversation with our customers and talk to them about getting a tree, the right tree in the right place for their needs. It's really important to get the right tree in the right place so that tree can make it to maturity. When a tree gets to maturity, that's when you start realizing the ecological benefits that that tree is providing for our environment in any urban environment. So a tree that only makes it 7 or 8 years isn't doing anyone any good. A tree that makes it 30, 40, 50, 100 years is what we're shooting for. And you want to minimize conflict, so that's really important to get the right tree in the right place.
Just so many native trees and things that people should be planting and knowing about planting things. It's just really important. And these people are really knowledgeable.
This is our one time a year where we get to help people one-on-one with what they have in their space, right? So we do a lot of work on roadsides and in schools and with businesses even on occasion, and work with the city and the state. But this is our homeowner interaction day where we get to come out and talk about and share our knowledge of native tree species, how to plant them, where to plant, talk about your particular landscape, your needs, and try to find something that's going to work.
I've definitely learned a better way to plant things from these events. You know, it used to be how I would dig a hole and how I would fill it back, and I killed a lot of plants until somebody said, well, you're not doing that right.
At this event, we try to recruit a lot of the smaller native species. It's pretty easy to find large native species at most commercial nurseries. But at this one we try to give some alternate selections. Crepe myrtles are great, but sometimes people want a little bit of variety in their gardening and a little bit of variety in the urban canopy. So we'll bring in some mid-sized and smaller native trees, which are pretty hard to find.
Why this is so important, and just because we get to actually reach out to homeowners from our area and connect them with local growers, ideally. People who are growing the kind of species that we want to see more of, and they're growing them within 100 miles of this location.
We've been doing business in Baton Rouge for over 30 years. We just want to really encourage people to help maintain the urban canopy.